What is up, y'all? I am back with another video for you, and today I want to tell you guys about a story about me that happened just like about a month ago, and it's about this disorder I have, and I think I've looked it up, so I never really had a name for it, and I think it's called Anoxic seizures. So, Anoxic seizures. Hold on. I will spell it out for you. I always pronounce it wrong. Oh my god. Of course I get a detailed. So, I'm just going to explain it and then I'll figure it out. So I have seizures when I'm in pain, if something is too hot, and nothing so far too cold. That's the definition. So if I get shots, if I fall, get hurt, like anything, bee stings, I will seizure right away, or like 20 seconds later, so right away. And if like some soup is too hot, a bathtub is too hot, I will seizure. And these are just something I've lived with my whole life, so it's nothing new, it's just something I've always lived with. So if I got a shot, I would always have to plan my whole day around it. Like, I couldn't go back to school, I could not go anywhere afterwards. My dad would always explain it like I had a seizure, or had a stroke after I had a seizure. So that's just kind of the definition of it, or what happens with me. Yeah, so it's a reflex anoxic seizures. So how it's spelled is Anoxic and then seizures. So it's like a reflex. So that's how I explain it. So when I have a shot, it's my like nerves reflex of like something happened. So that's just how they reflex to it. Whatever words. My brain is like everywhere. I just like can't function. But yeah, that is pretty much what it is. So this story is about a week ago of my seizures pretty much getting a lot worse. And I just want to tell you guys like a seizure story. It's something that a lot of people don't know about. So like flashing light doesn't bother me. It's just pretty much pain. So in my last video of explaining everything, I explained that I went in the hospital, but for a different reason. So the second time I went in the hospital, I was going for my blood test, and I get a blood drawn every month for my thyroid. I couldn't think. My head, I have like a really bad headache. So my thyroid has to get checked through my blood every month, and we were also checking for other things to figure out what is going on with me health-wise. So with that, the blood like drawn thing was a lot, like the order was a lot bigger than it past was. So sometimes I don't seizure, like it will like go on and off. So for a while they were gone, and in a second I can explain, or should I explain it now? I'm actually gonna stop that, and I'm gonna actually explain beforehand. So my other past stories with my seizures, and then going into the hospital just past month ago. So when I was younger, I was always having seizures, and we couldn't figure out what it was until older, that like why they would start happening. So when I was younger in bathtubs, I couldn't be left alone because I would seizure. There's been a couple times where they have been random, where I would be just like, my grandma told me this one time where I was just coloring and all of a sudden I seizured. So that's the only reason. I have a neurologist telling me that they're not seizures, and I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm 21 now and I'm being told they're not seizures. But whatever. So I have had some random ones, but I haven't lately, so we know it's not epilepsy. So bathtubs were always an issue because if they were too hot, I would seizure. We didn't realize that until like a year ago. Shots, I would seizure. Blood drawn, I would seizure. It just like everything would seizure. I could not be in pain ever, and I would just seizure from them. So it's just kind of like a scary thought that everything if you got hurt, you would almost like, oh great, now I'm gonna seizure. Like you can't like. It's kind of a thing you have to be constantly aware of, and some people are like, oh god, I don't want to touch you, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want you to seizure. Like, it's not like that. It's just like in severe pain, like a bee sting. Yes, I would seizure. Like, it's just like things like that I would seizure from. So for a little bit, they were gone. Like, we thought they were over. I grew out of them because that's a thing. You can just grow out of them. But in 6th grade, I was bullied, and I was bullied severely, and they tripped me on concrete, and I scraped up my knees really bad. Like, my kneecaps moved and everything, and my knees were cut open very severely. And like, it was a long walk, and I had these things cut open for a while. So I was in the nurse's office, and she started cleaning them. So it wasn't that much pain, like, it didn't hurt that much, but she started cleaning it, and all of a sudden I woke up, and I didn't know what the hell happened. Because I didn't recall ever having seizures before. And literally the nurse goes, you just seizured. So back then, even the nurse told me I was having seizures, and my mom goes, yeah, she hasn't had one of those in forever. So I had to be left, and like, no one believed me I had a seizure because no one was there. They're like, no, you didn't, you're just being dramatic. So yeah, that was when they came back. So because of bullying, they brought back my seizures. Thank you to those bullies. You brought back like the most difficult thing to live with. And there's a cat. So that was when they came back, was in 6th grade. So going back to a month ago when they started, or not started, when they got really bad. So my seizures will only last about like 5 seconds. They don't last very long. I'll wake up, I'll be drowsy, but I'll just be like, okay, let me just go back to bed. Like, I will be like, okay, like, we know we will go home and I'll be fine. So would you stop? Sorry, cats are annoying. So a month ago, I had to get my blood drawn for my thyroid, and the order was a lot bigger than the other ones. So the past couple times I haven't seizured from the blood drawn, but this time I did. And when they did it, I can tell you when I'm about to go under a seizure, because now that I've had them for so long, I know when it's gonna happen. So I was like, I'm about to go under, which means I'm about to seizure. And as soon as I said that, I would go in a seizure, and it was like 30 seconds long, which for me is a very long time. They should not really last very long. They should be kind of a quick thing. So the needle was still in my arm. I can insert pictures of the aftermath, so I'm gonna have a lot of pictures up for this. So the needle was still in my arm, and they had me in a sitting like chair. They used to have a bed, but they moved locations to like downstairs, so they didn't get the bed, and like they're fighting to get the bed back, and they didn't have the bed, so I wasn't laying down. So the needle was in my arm, and she had to keep the needle in my arm. My mom had to keep me from falling. Like, this is why my mom has to go with me. I'm not like, oh, I'm a baby, I can't, like, I physically can't go on my own. I'm not, like, health-wise allowed to, almost. Because if I seizured, for that reason, my mom had to be there. So my mom had to keep me from falling to get injured. And the nurse had to keep from the needle getting out of my arm. And, because if you ripped it out, blood everywhere. So it was just like a fiasco, and I woke up. Kind of didn't remember where I was. Usually I can remember split second, but it took me a while to figure out what the heck was happening. I knew, it was like, I saw my mom, and I knew, like, oh, I seizured, but that was all I knew. I didn't know anything else. I didn't know where I was, why I was there. I was so confused. I didn't tell them that, but in my head I'm like, why the hell am I here? Where am I? Like, I was almost panicking, like, what the fuck is happening? What the hell is happening? But, like, okay. But I was awake, and I was like, okay, and I was slanted really weird. So I let myself, like, wake up, figure out what was happening, and then I moved positions. And as soon as I moved positions, I'm like, oh, there I go again. I didn't say really weird, but I was like, I'm about to go under again. And so right again, I went under. The thing is, I've never had a seizure back to back, and it was another long seizure. So after that, this is kind of when we realized there was an issue going on. And after that, I could not physically wake up. Like, I would open my, like, it was hard to keep my eyes open, but I could, like, respond to you, but it was, like, I didn't want to. I just, like, didn't want to wake up. Like, it was just, like, I kept going, and I kept feeling my body shake. Like, I felt like I was still shaking, but I was, like, almost awake. So it was just, I don't know. So after that, my mom was, like, she was just here, like, 2 days ago. She was complaining about heart pains, because that's what I kept doing. I was like, my heart hurts, my chest hurts with both the seizures. I don't remember if it was just the first one or the second one, but I remember I was just complaining about my chest hurting. So they're like, okay, they have to call 911 just because, I don't know, I don't remember anything. I know they had to, like, call 911 or something to get the fire department or the ER people down there, and so they had to end up rushing me into the ER because I could not wake up. My heart was hurt, my chest was hurting. It was just, like, a lot of pain, and they were talking to me, and it was, like, really hard to talk to them. And I don't know if it was protocol or whatever, but they were trying to make sure I was stable, obviously. But I just could not wake up, and so we had to be there at 10, so I went in at, like, 10:12, so maybe, like, a couple minutes later. It's when they started it, so from maybe, like, 10:20 until, like, 1:30, I was asleep from the seizure. Like, I could not stay, and they were just talking to me, and I was like, I just would not respond to them really well. It was just a very hard thing to respond to. Yeah, so some reason they haven't done an MRI on me for my health issue, but in a couple of days I have to go get an EEG for my seizures. So yeah, this is kind of a scary seizure story that I have. It's just kind of frustrating. They don't bring the bed back down because of issues like this. I do have to go there every month, and I can't have this every month. It's kind of a scary issue to go to. If I'm going to seizure every month, then why are you going to risk myself? Like, inserting these pictures, like, it's just very, very dangerous for me and anybody else that has this issue, because they say, yeah, they have people faint all the time. Like, things like that, they need the bed. And I don't know, the nurse was great. I remember at one point she was calling. I just remember her out there, like, complaining on the phone, like, yeah, we just had a patient seizure, like, we need this bed. Like, I remember that part. So I remember bits and pieces as time reflects. It's been a month, so I can bring the time back because I was, like, awake, but I wasn't awake. So yeah, the seizure thing is just really annoying, though, that you have to worry about every little pain problem you have. If you're in pain, you're like, oh great, can I seizure? Like, even cramps, like, I have to worry about my cramps. If they get too much, then I might seizure. Like, I have seizured from cramps before, so it's a difficult task. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my story and these pictures. If you ever wonder what a real life seizure is like, or an aftermath of seizures or a seizure aftermath, then I showed you. Yeah, I'm very open. I know other people deal with seizures different ways. Some people are actually epileptic. I can't speak. That's another thing. Oh, I forgot. So after my seizures, I couldn't speak very well afterwards. Like, I, like, lost my speech. So it was, like, slurred words. So, like, after people have strokes, they can't speak very well. So that was kind of what happened with me for about 2-ish weeks. It was very, very, very hard to talk. And I was just like, I started getting frustrated because I couldn't talk, and I'm like, why can't I get my words together? And I still have issues kind of right now. Like, they're not really that bad anymore. It's kind of not a thing. But yeah, that's pretty much my story on my seizures and, like, me being in hospital twice. So being in the hospital because of my seizures, and they gotten really worse. So yeah, I think that's really it for you guys. I don't think there's really much else I want to tell you about this story. It's just, a thing I have to deal with. And now apparently I don't have seizures. I don't know. I'm very confused because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just frustrated. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm just still frustrated. But, yeah. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one. What am I doing with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands. Also, give it a big thumbs up so other people can find me as well. Comment down below anything you'd like me to do next. Also, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and my Facebook page. They'll be linked down below. Hit the bell to be notified when I upload, which is every Wednesday and pretty much every Saturday as well. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.
I've tried these empty thoughts before, but I'm fixed now on the cure. I'm holding on to the last rock on the mountaintop, and I'm begging for your love. Do you remember the type of folk we used to be, and the simple souls we used to see?